3 ways to dry the coat. There are 3 methods that can be applied to properly dry the coat, depending on the breed of dog. And perhaps the most difficult to achieve is the fluff-dry method. A high-speed floor dryer is used for this procedure. This method of drying is a very important and crucial step in the proper grooming of certain breeds such as the Poodle, Afghan, Old English Sheepdog, and Maltese. In fluff drying, the hair is not only dried but should be straightened as well. The warm air from the dryer is directed at that portion of the coat which you are drying. The hair is brushed in an upward motion with quick, even strokes until the hair in that particular spot is dry and straight. This procedure is carried out over the entire coat until it is completely dry. The results of a fluff dry can sometimes determine the overall appearance of the completed grooming job. Therefore, it is important to learn to give a proper fluff dry. Special attention should be given to the areas of the head, ears, long-haired ears, and legs. The second method of drying is known as cage or kennel drying, and is usually used on short-coated dogs or on dogs whose coat does not require a fluffed or straight appearance. When using this method of drying, a cage dryer is attached to the cage and the dog is put into the cage on a towel until he is dry. It is important to make sure that the cage is properly ventilated on the top as well as on the sides. Otherwise, the dog may suffocate. If the dog is too large for the cage, he may be placed on a grooming table and dried with a floor dryer. Another method of drying that is commonly used in drying small breeds is the towel drying method. Towel drying is usually used with small, short-haired breeds such as the Chihuahua, miniature Pinscher, and toy Manchester Terrier. The coat is rubbed briskly with the towel until it is dry. This method is rarely used because many owners prefer the cage drying method, which is much faster. However, if the special equipment is not available in the home, this method is sufficient. However, do not take the dog out until you are sure that the coat and skin are thoroughly dried,